I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, we know that if you want to build a strong future, you need a solid foundation. That's why, since 1936, RCB Bank has helped people and communities forge a path to a solid financial foundation. For more than 85 years, RCB Bank has been strong, stable, and ready to lend a hand. With more than 60 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, RCB Bank is here to serve your banking needs. At RCB Bank, you truly are at home.
We've made it to the semifinal round of this year's competition, and the Caney Valley Trojans and the Verdigris Cardinals are back with a spot in the championship on the line. Tonight, it's I Want Answers. Hey everyone, welcome back to our 11th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm Anna Berry, thrilled to be back with you again for our competition tonight. So tonight's teams, we've got the Verdigris Cardinals and the Caney Valley Trojans. Now both teams have won in the previous 2 rounds this season, and tonight's winning team will compete for a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money, and that's going to be awarded in a couple of weeks. Now, let's start off by meeting the players from Caney Valley. All right, we have our team captain, Braden Peckham. We have Carter Brown. We have Caleb Peck and Avery Thomason. Welcome back, Caney. Y'all ready? Feeling good? All right. Okay, let's meet our players from Verdigris. We've got our team captain, Graham Kurtzinger. Welcome back. We've got Gracie Doherty. We've got Jordan Hauk and Chloe Harris. Verdigris, feeling good? Ready? Excited? Okay, well, we've made it to the semifinal round, so everyone's won a couple of times, and you know what it's like to win and to get here. But there's the added pressure of a spot in the championship and $12,000, mind you, on the line this time. So I know you all want questions right, but questions don't win this game. What wins the game?
Answers.
And what type of answer?
The right one.
The right one. All right, everybody, let's begin tonight with our speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
Let's begin. 75% of all U.S. plants and birds that have become extinct were native only to this one state. Name this isolated state. Caney Valley?
Hawaii.
Yes. What scandal led to Richard Nixon's resignation as president? Verdigris?
The Watergate scandal?
Yes. She suffers from chronic pain, the effect of a long-term condition called fibromyalgia. Name this singer featured during halftime at Super Bowl 51. Caney Valley?
Katy Perry.
No. Verdigris?
Shakira.
No. Both good guesses. It's Lady Gaga. What is indicated by a symbol on sheet music that looks like an upside-down top hat? Verdigris?
A full rest.
Yes. A statue of what former NFL quarterback was unveiled recently outside Lucas Oil Stadium by the Indianapolis Colts? Caney Valley?
Manning.
Yes. Video question from GRDA.
I'm Justin Alberti, Vice President of Corporate Communications for the Grand River Dam Authority. Grand Lake in northeast Oklahoma was created by the construction of what dam that was completed in 1940?
Verdigris?
The Pensacola Dam.
Yes. Does cogent mean the same as ordinary, familiar, universal, or convincing? Caney Valley?
Ordinary.
No. Verdigris?
Convincing.
Convincing is the correct answer. It was here that many of Shakespeare's plays were performed during his lifetime. Verdigris?
The Globe Theater.
Yes. If you bisect a regular hexagon from corner to corner, what is the shape of the two halves? Caney Valley?
Trapezoid.
Yes. Which of the woodwind instruments has alto, tenor, and baritone? Caney Valley?
Flute.
No. Verdigris?
Saxophone.
Yes, saxophone. Rome was first sacked in 387 BC. Which Celtic tribe, after whom Roman France was named, did the deed? Verdigris?
Gaul.
Yes. Name the last U.S. president elected in the 19th century. Caney Valley?
McKinley.
Yes. What is the nickname for the state of Oklahoma? Caney Valley?
Green Country.
No. Verdigris?
The Sooner State.
Yes. Math question. Elvira is a software engineer, and she's getting a 25% raise. This means she will be making $30,000 more than she made before the raise. What was her old salary? Caney Valley?
120,000.
Yes. Maine to the northeast, Washington in the northwestern corner, and Michigan in between. Which of these three extends farthest north? Caney Valley?
Washington.
Yes. It is roughly equal to France in size and population and has, after Russia and Turkey, the largest army in Europe. Name this nation bordering Russia. Verdigris?
Ukraine.
Yes. Doctors are saying that there is no good reason to keep a child out of school just because he was what infestation that usually appears in the scalp? Caney Valley?
Lice.
Yes. In Catching Fire, a Hunger Games sequel, Katniss must endure a second Hunger Games, but who escapes when Peeta offers? Caney Valley?
Katniss.
No. When Peeta offers to take his place. Verdigris?
Haymitch.
Yes. Pioneers who legally settled on homestead lands were called homesteaders. The ones who settled on public lands, Caney Valley?
Sooners.
No. Public lands illegally were called what? Verdigris?
Squatters.
Yes. Labrador, North Equatorial, and Gulf Stream are all names for phenomena that drive the movement of water based on salinity and temperature. What are they? Verdigris?
Currents.
Yes. Another math question. By pairing numbers 1, can see that adding all of the numbers 1 through 10 gives you sets of 11, and so adds up to 55. What do you get when you add all of the whole numbers 1 through 100, starting by pairing 1 and 100? Caney Valley?
5,050.
Yes. I still can't wrap my head around that. All right, which mathematical concept explains the expansion of the quantity x plus y raised to the nth power? Caney Valley?
Distributive.
No. Using the elements of Pascal's triangle. Verdigris?
Quadratics.
No, it's binomial theorem. The deadliest shooting at a house of worship in U.S. history happened in what state in 2019? Caney Valley?
North Carolina.
No. Verdigris?
Texas.
Yes, it was Texas. What is the Oklahoma state flower? Caney Valley?
Chrysanthemum.
No. Verdigris?
Redbud.
Nope, it's the Oklahoma rose. Carbon dioxide is the most common gas in the atmosphere of Venus. What is the most common gas in the atmosphere of Jupiter? Verdigris?
Nitrogen.
No. Caney Valley?
Hydrogen.
Yes. A sidereal year, geophysical year, or tropical year, which one of those has 365 days, 6 hours? Caney Valley?
Nigerial.
Yes. Crawford Long was the first surgeon to use inhaled diethyl ether as what type of medication that has patients rest through surgery? Verdigris?
Anesthesia.
Yes. All right, everybody. That bell means time's up for the speed round. The score is Caney Valley 100, Verdigris 140. Super speedy this round. To stay with us, we're coming back for our second round in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Braden Peckham, and we are the Caney Valley Trojans. And if I could guest star on any TV show, it'd be Seinfeld.
My name is Caleb Peck, and if I could guest star in any TV show, it'd be MASH.
My name's Carter Brown, and if I could guest star in any TV show, it would be The Office.
My name is Avery Thomason. If I could guest star in any TV show, it would be Hoarders.
Welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. I love that question. I don't watch TV, I watch Netflix. So I would do Ted Lasso because I really want to work on my British accent. I think that would be fun. Anyway, teams, are you guys ready for some more questions? Yeah? Because the advantage round is coming your way next.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, let's begin with some speed. At school, what does the abbreviation GPA mean? Caney Valley?
Grade point average.
Yes, advantage for Caney Valley, we have biology. The first eukaryotic organism to have its genome sequenced was a species of what single-celled fungus used to make bread rise?
Yeast.
Yes. What is the more common name of the epidermis?
Skin.
Yes. What is inflamed when the condition tympanitis is present?
Heart.
Nope, it's your eardrum. All right, back to speed. Its fuzzy seeds can be used to feed animals, and it's made almost entirely of cellulose. Name this plant for which Eli Whitney invented a gin. Verdigris?
Cotton.
Yes. Advantage for Verdigris, we have grammar. Identify the direct object in this sentence. Setting a good example for children takes the fun out of middle age. It's funny.
Example.
Nope, it is fun. What is the third person plural pronoun when used as a subject?
They.
Yes. What type of pronoun is used in this sentence? Your speech really made me think.
Objective.
Nope, it's possessive. Back to speed. You bring Johnny home and pay me $250 in cash, and I agree to take him off your hands. Which O. Henry short story has this ending? Caney Valley?
The Ransom of Red Chief?
Yes. All right, advantage for Caney Valley, U.S. glacial periods. The last glacier, 50,000 years ago, creating rich soil needed to make this namesake state, the Dairy State.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yes. The glacial period named after this state came almost to its southern border with Kentucky. Its eastern border, Lake Michigan, was created with the glacier after.
Ohio.
No, Illinois. This glacial period was named for this state where it ended right after and crossed the southern border of Nebraska.
Utah. What's
The southern border of Nebraska is Kansas.
Judges?
Oh, it's all right on the
Yes, you got that one, yes. All right, back to speed. This is a 2-syllable word, often prefaced by legal or tax, refers to a technical way out of a situation. Verdigris?
Loophole.
Yes, advantage for Verdigris. World history. Columbus's first round-trip voyage to the New World ended in what year?
1492.
Yes. Henry VIII broke with the Catholic Church because it would not grant him what?
Divorce.
Yes. What nationality were the first horsemen to try to reach the bottom of the Grand Canyon?
Navajo.
Nope, Spanish. Back to speed. Its metro population is 2.5 times that of San Diego, though only 1.4% the size of San Diego. It has 2/3 as many people within its confined city limits. Name this California city. Caney Valley?
Los Angeles.
No. Verdigris?
San Francisco.
Yes. Advantage for Verdigris, 13. How does the number 13 relate to Millard Fillmore?
He was the 13th president.
Yes. How does the number 13 relate to the Last Supper?
There were 13 people seated at the table.
Yes. How does the number 13 relate to triskaidekaphobia?
It's the fear of the number 13.
Yes. All right, speed. Which literary character did the late Alan Rickman play in the series of 8 Harry Potter films? Verdigris?
Severus Snape.
Yes. Advantage for Verdigris. Physical science. This simple machine is made from 2 inclined planes.
Wedge.
Yes. This ideal mechanical advantage of an inclined plane is the ratio of length to
Height.
Yes. In this principle of impenetrability, 2 objects cannot occupy the same space at the
Same time.
Yes. Speed. In a story, the term can be real, futuristic, historical, or of many other types. Caney Valley?
Fiction.
No. What is a term which refers to the time and place in which a narrative takes place? Verdigris?
Setting.
Yes. Advantage for Verdigris, we've got fill in the blank. Recurrent acute episodes of unbearably intense anxiety are known as blank attacks.
Panic.
Yes. The port of Murmansk is important to Russia because it is free of blank all year long.
Ice.
Yes. Each day throughout your body, billions of blank are replaced.
Cells.
Yes. Speed. Books in what genre describe the 1666 fire of London and an author's life in hiding during the Nazi occupation of Amsterdam? Caney Valley?
Autobiography.
Yes. Advantage for Caney Valley. Same word twice. Blank come, blank go.
Many come, many go.
Many.
No, it's easy. Easy come, easy go. Blank better, blank worse.
For.
Yes, for better, for worse. Blank father, blank son.
Like.
Yes. Speed. What method of map making represents Earth's surface as a rectangle? Caney Valley?
Topography.
No. Verdigris?
Mercator projection.
Yes. Advantage for Verdigris, we have law. What order issued by a judge allows a police officer to make a thorough examination of a home or business and look for specified items?
Search warrant.
Yes. According to the Constitution, in a criminal case, only what side may appeal the verdict?
Defense.
Yes. Not necessarily short. It is a written argument or summary of a case.
Briefing.
Yes. All right, that's all the time we have for the advantage round. Let's see, we've got Caney Valley at 190 and Verdigris at 350. Stay with us because we have one more round coming up next.
We are the Verdigris Cardinals. I'm Graham Kurtzinger, and if I could guest star on any TV show, it would be Psych.
My name is Gracie Doherty, and if I could guest star on any TV show, it would be Criminal Minds.
My name is Jordan Hauk, and if I could guest star on any TV show, it would be Glee.
My name is Chloe Harris, and if I could guest star on any TV show, it would be Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. We're down to the final round of our competition tonight. It's the whirlwind round, and it's coming right up.
Next up, it's the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Caney Valley, your team is trailing right now. You get to pick one of these 3 categories. Classifications, F in science, or U.S. history.
I think we should take U.S. history. Go for it. We'll take U.S. history.
U.S. history for yourself? Okay. Give these facts about U.S. history. What Native American interpreter helped Lewis and Clark?
Sacagawea.
Yes. During which war did Dolley Madison rescue Washington's portrait from the fire?
Oh, the Boston.
The War of 1812. War of 1812.
Yes. The Battle of Antietam is to Maryland as the Battle of Chancellorsville is to what?
Chancellorsville. What state is Chancellorsville? Pennsylvania.
Nope. Elizabeth Cady Stanton was best known as an advocate of what for women?
Suffrage.
Yes. Who is credited with creating the first flag?
Key.
Nope. In which city would you find the Liberty Bell?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yes. Samuel Adams and Poul Revere headed the Sons of Liberty in which colony?
Massachusetts.
Yes. Name the war with which you would associate the battleship the Maine.
Revolutionary.
No. The Great Depression began with the stock market crash of which year?
1939. 1939.
No. Which state was the first to join the Union?
Delaware.
Yes. It's a whirlwind round. Good job. Okay. Verdigris, you get to pick classifications, F in science or citizenship.
Let's do citizenship.
Citizenship, okay. Answer these questions based on the 2019 citizenship test. The U.S. senators are elected for how many years?
6.
Yes. The number of representatives from a state is based upon what data set?
Population.
Yes. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
President of the United States.
Yes. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes vice president?
Speaker of the House.
Yes. If neither the president nor vice president can serve, who becomes president?
President pro tempore.
Yes. In which month are presidential elections held?
November.
Yes. What are the two major political parties in the U.S.?
Democrats and Republicans.
Yes. What territory did the U.S. buy from France in 1803?
Louisiana.
Yes. What is the name for the group of 15 department heads who advise the president?
The Cabinet.
Yes. What is the highest part of the judicial system?
Supreme Court.
Yes. All right. And welcome back, everyone. We have taken a little break, and the judges looked at our score, and we made a score adjustment according to our last round of Whirlwind games. So let's check the score. Again, Caney Valley 250 and Verdigris 440. We've had 3 rounds so far. Let's go back to a few more speed questions to wrap up this game and see who is going to be our champion. All right, there's no atmosphere. The daytime temperature gets up around 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Caney Valley?
Mercury?
Yes. The name of which branch of math comes from an AD 825 Arab text and means, Caney Valley?
Trigonometry.
No, and means shifting a term to the other side of an equation. Verdigris?
Algebra.
Yes. What route north around the new continent between Europe and the Far East did Henry Hudson's men seek? Verdigris?
Northwest Passage.
Yes. Chris Sununu, John Kasich, Andrew Cuomo, Chris Christie, and Jerry Brown were all elected to what office? Verdigris?
Governor.
Yes. The percentage of what element in blood is much lower in the pulmonary artery than in the Verdigris?
Iron.
No, than in the pulmonary vein. Caney Valley?
Oxygen.
Yes. In which 2 hemispheres does Australia lie? Caney Valley?
Southern and Eastern.
Yes. A Bunsen burner can be used to conduct a flame test in which you can find out what metal ion a compound contains based on what property of the flame? Verdigris?
Color.
Yes. Name this country off the Bay of Bengal, formerly called East Pakistan. Verdigris?
Bangladesh.
Yes. Who was the first to observe moving sunspots, mountains on the moon, the rings of Saturn? Caney Valley?
Galileo.
Yes. Julia Wolf's oratorio, Anthracite Fields, commemorates the mining of what material in Pennsylvania? Verdigris?
Coal.
Yes. What is the term for the speed at which a story is told? How fast the action moves? And Verdigris?
Tempo.
No. And how quickly the reader is provided with information? Caney Valley?
Parameter?
No, it's pace. Thermohaline circulation is the movement of seawater controlled by density differences that are explained in terms of salinity and what? Caney Valley?
Volume.
No. Verdigris?
Acidity.
No, it's temperature. Restate this sentence using clipped words wherever possible. The veterinarian wore a necktie at the zoological garden. Verdigris?
The vet wore a necklace at the zoo.
No. Caney Valley?
The vet wore a tie at the zoo.
Yes. In 2018, you could go to the vicinity of what street and have your choice of attending such productions as these? Anastasia, come from Caney Valley?
Main Street.
No. Verdigris?
Broadway.
Yes. These are words of the chief engineer of what California structure that opened in 1937? The bridge which could not... Verdigris?
Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes. What kind of apparatus in a laboratory operates on the same principle as the spin cycle of a washing machine that removes water from clothes? Verdigris?
Spinner.
No. Caney Valley?
Centrifuge.
Yes. Quinine, cork, cinnamon, aspirin, and tannic acid are products made from what part of trees? Verdigris?
Root.
No. Caney Valley?
Bark.
Yes. Wow, and that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 320 Caney Valley and 520 Verdigris. So that means that Verdigris is our winner tonight. Great job, both teams. So let's look at our bracket. We see that Verdigris will advance to our championship show. We'll see them again in just a couple of weeks. Thank you, team, so much for playing, and thank you, audience, for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic team. So follow us, I Want Answers, on Facebook and Instagram, and you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, we know that if you want to build a strong future, you need a solid foundation. That's why, since 1936, RCB Bank has helped people and communities forge a path to a solid financial foundation. For more than 85 years, RCB Bank has been strong, stable, and ready to lend a hand. With more than 60 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, RCB Bank is here to serve your banking needs. At RCB Bank, you truly are at home.